to your hearing. Is that clear now? If the teacher may decide to say, okay, somebody should read for all of you to hear. Am I talking now?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we are trying to do is for you to be able to develop the habit of reading. Reading is one discipline, one habit in life. It takes you grace and gives you the guts to sit down and read. It needs self-discipline. If you're not disciplined, you'll not be able to sit down and read because you'll be thinking of play, garden, and going to do another thing. So if you're able to sit down quietly from now, before you get to university, you have developed the habit of doing what? Sitting down and reading on your own. Am I talking now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So the teacher will be here. We are going to get a book for you. We'll read the book for you to hear. And as the person is reading, you just listen. If there is need for you to read, we'll also give you the book for you to read. Is that clear now? Yes. How many of you know this from our uncle here? You know him? Okay. It's our big uncle. He is the chairman of the management of this school. And he is the initiator of this program. Could you please clap for him? Yeah. He's the initiator of this program and he's work piloting the affairs. We are just backing him. And that's the reason why you may see him every day in the school. Sometimes you may not see him. Sometimes he may come to your class. Want to hear from you. Whatever he asks you, please tell him the truth. The real thing. If you understand and you don't understand, let him know. Is that clear now?
Yes.
If you like the program, you also let him know. From there, we'll be able to know here we are doing the best or we are not doing the best. Is that clear now?
Yes.
Very good. Could you please tell him welcome, sir?
Welcome, sir.
We are happy to see you, sir.
Happy to see you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thank you. What class is this?
Grade 5.
Basic 5. You're almost graduating. Clap for yourself. Once again. This is the school library. State Primary School. The school library. And libraries are provided in every school so that pupils or students will have access to reading materials, will have access to books. And if you go to any library anywhere, you always have shelves where books are arranged, just like the ones we have. We have shelves and we have the books stacked on the shelves. In most cases, they are properly labeled. In a very big library, they are labeled so that when you are looking for books on mathematics, you don't walk around the entire library. You just check and say mathematics, literature, English, so that you will be able to go straight to the book you want to read at that particular moment. Now, we've taken it upon ourselves with the support of your agent. In fact, if she didn't give us this opportunity, we wouldn't be doing what we are doing now. Can we put our hands for our agent? And by her own wisdom, she appointed me as your teacher, Nenge said, as the school-based management committee chairman. I'm not working alone. We have a team comprising Mr. Nenge, your assistant head teacher. Mr. Christian is not here. Your teacher. And that is your teacher, right? Mr. Christian, Auntie Charity, and Auntie Edith. My name is Milton Ironaber Lawrence. I'm one of the members of the team. And our team, the name of our team is Academic Improvement Team. Academic what?
Improvement team.
Now, the reason is that, yes, a lot of academic activities are going on. In life, they say there is always room for improvement. Say there is need for improvement.
There is need for improvement.
Say in life, there is always need for improvement.
In life, there is always need for improvement.
That is why we come up with setting up the academic improvement team of the school. Now, we design a focus. We agree, okay, as a team, what are we going to do? Which area of improvement do we want to see in our school? One thing, the first thing which is very important is that people should be able to read. Not just read, be very willing to read. So, here we are going to make commitments. You will talk to yourself. You will say, I'm in school because I want to read. Say it.
I'm in school because I want to read.
Say it.
I'm in school because I want to read.
Say it again.
I'm in school because I want to read.
Yes, that is the essence of coming to school. You want to learn. And one important component of learning is reading. Say one important, in fact, the most important component of learning is reading. Say it.
The most important component of learning is reading.
If you don't read, there is no way you can understand and pass. It's not possible. You must read. Say, I must read.
I must read.
Yeah, that is why we say one area of improvement is to make sure children develop the habit to read. Not just only in class, not only just in school. When you go back to your home, carry your textbook. It could be your mathematics textbook, it could be your computer textbook, your, what do you call Christian what?
Yes, sir.
You can read that. So, even when you get back home, develop the habit of reading. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, as part of our program, how many days do we have for them? 3 days. And they have their time. Now, what time is it so that we 9 to 10, 10 to 11? How many classes is it for here?
2 classes.
5A.
5A and B.
So, this is class 5A and B, right? This is 5A and B. From what I understand, every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you have your reading time. And that reading should or must take place in the library. And the time is from what time?
9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, the first batch.
And the time for the reading is 9 to 10 o'clock. Say 9 to 10 o'clock.
9 to 10 o'clock.
Every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And tell yourself, I won't come late to the library.
I won't come late to the library.
Say it again.
I won't come late to the library.
Say it again.
I won't come late to the library.
So you come to the library at the time that is scheduled for you. Okay? Now, when you come to the library is a place for serious business. That is why in every library they post something saying silence. The library is somewhere to sit, focus, concentrate. Forget about what happened in the house before you left the home. Even though your mommy or daddy is working, forget it. when you come to the library, just appear nothing has happened. Come with positive spirit. Come happy. Sit. And when you are coming to the library, from today, you must come with a pen and paper, or in fact, we will encourage. You will come with a notebook. Say, I will always come to the library with a notebook and pen.
I will always come to the library with a notebook and pen.
Yes. Because in library, as you are reading, you are talking something. Today, this morning, I'll beg the teacher to allow me. We are going to read something together, and after the reading, I will ask you a few questions based on what we have read. The essence of reading is for you to understand. If you understand what you have read, if they ask you questions based on what you have read, you should be able to answer. Is that not correct?
It's correct.
If your teacher has taught you 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, if he asks you to do 2 plus 2, since you know 2 plus 3, you should be able to know 2 plus 2. Is that not correct? That is the reason why we do it. So can we clap for ourselves once again? Now, the second aspect, beyond the reading, as our parents send us to school, they pay the small, they provide uniform for you, they provide sandals, they provide sometimes even your snacks on a daily basis. They find a way to send you to school. Is that not correct?
It's correct.
The reason they've sent you is that you get the best out of life. Learn something meaningful so that you will make them proud. Is it not true? The essence, the reason why every parent find a way to send his or her child to school so that the child will one day make him or her proud. That is the reason. So we are going to share certain things we need to do as children to make our parents proud, so that they will be very willing to do those small things they need to do for us. Is that clear?
Yes.
So that they will continue with happiness. If a child is stubborn, the parents will not be very willing to provide some things for that child. Is that not true? If a child is very obedient, what happens? As soon as you say, oh, Samuel is my very obedient child, take this because you are obedient. Now, while we do those things at home, in school we are expected to do things that when we go back home, our parents will say, indeed, my child is making me proud. And one thing we should do is that when we come to class, when we come to the library, wherever we are supposed to learn something, we must pay attention. Say, pay attention.
Pay attention.
We must pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you can't understand. Now, when you pay attention, another thing you need to do, you must take notes. Say, take notes.
Take notes.
As your teacher is writing, you are taking notes. So that when you go back home, you practice what your teacher has taught you. Because knowledge does not end one day. Because today I've learned mathematics means that in 50 years I shouldn't read. Every day you must continue to do things to prove what you have known. So you must take notes. And another thing we shouldn't do, or we shouldn't do, I want to put them the things we will do and the things we wouldn't do together. Certain things, the things we shouldn't do, when we come to class, we should not distract our classmates. Say, distract our classmates.
Distract our classmates.
Now, make a commitment to yourself. I will not distract my classmates.
I will not distract my classmates.
Say, I will not distract my classmates.
I will not distract my classmates.
Now, another very important thing we need to do is all of you are classmates and you are also schoolmates. Don't forget. Say, don't forget
Don't forget
your classmates.
your classmates.
Say, I won't forget my classmates.
I won't forget my classmates.
Say, I won't forget my classmates.
I won't forget my classmates.
You are here to help one another. Say, I'm here. We are here to help one another.
We are here to help one another.
Now, say to yourself, I will help my classmates.
I will help my classmates.
Now, how do you help your classmates? If the classmate is always coming late to class, you can advise your classmates and say, coming to class late is not good. Whatever you are doing, try and hurry up come to class. It's a help. If your classmate pen has fallen and you didn't know, you go and pick and say, see your pen. It's a help, not so. If your classmate does not understand what the teacher has taught you, you can help to tell them, look, oh, this is how to do it. That is help. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, the help we wouldn't render to our classmates is to, during exam, hey, Peter, when he asks you, when was Paul born? You will, John, when was Paul born? Don't do that. Say, don't do that. That is exam practice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Don't tell him when it is time for exam, you're on a home. That is the time people want to know what you have known. But before the exam, render him any help you can do. Any help you feel you can render to your classmates. Help one another so that you will grow. It's beyond, you will see yourself beyond the school. After this school, you may see yourself in secondary school. From secondary, you can possibly see yourself in polytechnic. You can see yourself in the university. You can see yourself in the UK. You can continue to see yourself. And it's possible some of you are in the UK, some of your classmates are still in the Don't run away from there. Huh? Say, I will remember my classmates.
I will remember my classmates.
In thick and thin.
In thick and thin.
In good times and in bad times.
In good times and in bad times.
Clap for yourself. Are you happy with this lesson?
Yes.
So that is lesson 1, general advice. Now, it's like we have, some people are coming. We have taken their time.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is the first day.
Yeah.
So from next
going
week, it will be better.
And we are trying to fine tune things.
Yes.
This is planning. Things will get better. Yeah. We will do better than we are doing. And you will do better than we are doing right now. So we are going to look at a book that we read. Now, what book do you think we should read?
English.
English. Should we go for English?
Yes.
Do we have English for
Yes.
right?
Sorry, I please do this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Somewhere down with that.
Okay. Okay, she's coming. Okay. I know so. Well, leading them up.